Master, you're too strict. I was wrong. Shuai played along reluctantly, embracing the beauty inside, feeling awkward. The elder guarded outside as Shuai sought a clever solution. Suddenly he turned to Xiao for advice. He asked, "Do you know about the origin civilization of this planet?" and began sketching a pyramid on the ground, but to his surprise, Xiao turned away, as if avoiding some monstrous creature. When Shuai turned to check, she quickly erased a corner and began doodling. Shuai instantly recognized the pyramid under 3 moons, excitedly feeling like watching an old movie. Since Xiao recognized the pattern, she must have had an amazing experience, so he begged her to explore with him, and they arrived at the ruin. The densely packed text on the wall shimmered, as if whispering to Shuai, "Come quick and see our amazing story." Shuai began explaining the mythology on the wall to the fan colonel. Long before the origin of humanity, there was a traveler who escaped from a planet about to explode, begging for his life. Even the mightiest cannot escape death. His race faced extinction. He sought eternal life. Later, he arrived at a vibrant planet and encountered primitive humans, like discovering a new world. He found by parasitizing their bodies he could gain rebirth, so he sought a young man as sunlight mysteriously rose that night. The villagers fled in terror, but the young man couldn't resist his curiosity and boldly approached the light. In the next second, like a dazed little rabbit, the sunlight acted like a parasite, taking his life and leaving him lost in a... Where did he go? Where exactly did he end up? He was utterly confused. Soon, the interstellar traveler dubbed himself Sun God, ruling through the young man like a game. Years later, he built a gate, selling humans as laborers, treating them like game characters. The ore was the fundamental material for his technology, boosting his super science for eternal life. But one day, Earth alarmed, and a human uprising buried the interstellar gate underground. To prevent future incidents, the Sun God banned texts and images. Everyone finally realized that these natives were even more pure than them, completely from the same root. A soldier next door found the runestone of the interstellar gate, feeling like striking gold. However, immediately following was a profound sense of disappointment, for the 7th coordinate on the stone disk had been worn away beyond recognition. Could this signify a definitive and eternal farewell? While people indulged in leisure in the tribe camp, teammates faced mutation, with the known creatures attacking. How thrilling. Who would have thought that the Sun God was actually a cute human? Yet, sure enough, under the fans' armor were normal folks for justice. After Shuai and others couldn't reach their teammates, they bid farewell to the villagers hurriedly, feeling astonished inside the pyramid. They saw mysterious outside tightly seal the pyramid, and everyone rushed toward the entrance. Below it felt like a scene from a western film. The scene was a wreck, with bullets scattered on the ground, as if a party just ended, clearly having just seen a fierce battle. Suddenly, a shadow of a monster emerged in the corner, and the soldier steeled himself for a fight. But these enemies were ridiculously strong, with weapons that were no match for sticks. Before long, the soldiers were wiped out. The colonel pulled Shuai toward the underground interstellar gate entrance, but he was shocked to discover the secret weapon vanished. Just then, the overhead portal opened wide, and the interstellar gate descended like a UFO. Accompanied by dazzling white light, a being clad in armor descended, and faced with the eerie glow. Shuai's body trembled like he had, exclaiming at the advanced tech in the opponent's hand. They had no thoughts of resistance at all. They were then sent inside the pyramid, where there were no extravagant obstacles, just a solemn hall, making them feel like uninvited guests. The enemy pressed an arm button, causing the massive armor to vibrate, split, and flood the hall with sunlight. The main gate swung wide open, and the crowd rushed in, presenting the armored king-like being descending the stairs, creating an atmosphere as festive as Christmas. Everyone really wanted to explore, and even 2 subordinates carried in a mysterious machine, making the colonel look troubled upon seeing it. Because this was exactly the secret weapon brought from Earth, serving as the ultimate evidence of his true identity. Who'd have thought the lofty Sun God was just a boy? As he was worshipped, the colonel struck. He counterattacked the nearby enemy, snatching his weapon. The enemy's high-tech was like a new toy, easily defeated. Unfortunately, Shuai, innocent, got shot and fell into a painful slumber like a dramatic curtain call. However, surprisingly, the crowd shielded the Sun God, making the ruthless colonel hesitate. Ultimately, the enemy seized the opportunity to retaliate, pinning him down, like performing a stunt. Meanwhile, aircraft emerged from the pyramid successively, heading straight for the human tribe, as if toward a great recluse. However, the ensuing bombardment was like ferocious, starving beasts rampaging through, causing countless casualties among the human tribe. They floundered helplessly like headless flies, occasionally begging for mercy like enslaved souls. Before long, the tribe suffered heavy casualties, yet the enemies didn't completely go all out, as they still needed these people to mine for them. The colonel was heartlessly thrown into a water dungeon, but he was delighted to discover that his missing teammates were all trapped there. But Shuai wasn't so lucky. Having been pierced through the kidneys, he had completely turned into an ice king. But just then, the sun god noticed the pendant around his neck, and the man who had crossed the gates of hell suddenly realized that his wound had vanished without a trace. Even more strangely, he found himself lying on a coffin, and as he awakened, the coffin behind him slowly closed, like a reversal in a dream. Shuai arrived at the spacious hall, witnessing the mesmerizing scene of the sun god's liberation, feeling as if he were in a play, truly unbelievable. The sun god smiled at Bums, as if saying, just a little game. At this moment, Shuai noticed the disassembled bombs on the table, seemingly leaving a way out for humanity. The sun god planned to reassemble the bomb, adding unique minerals that would increase its power 100-fold, launching it back to Earth. But before that, he needed Shuai to help prove his dignity and authority. So, do you all like our content? Please don't forget to subscribe, because we'll have even more exciting content to present for everyone's enjoyment.